Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group, and you are watching to the Market Watch Review. The weaker yen helped to lift Japanese equities, while other Asia-Pacific markets ended higher. Stoxx 600 Europe has recouped its early losses yesterday and is now firmer with an extended sixth consecutive session. The U.S. futures are stable to slightly higher. The Bank of Japan remained true to its policy and defied speculation. This saw the yen fall sharply. Before falling back, the dollar rose to 3.4 yen. The greenback is generally lower than the G10 currencies. The euro is still hovering around $1.0870 for the fifth consecutive session. For the ninth consecutive session, February WTI is on the rise. It is currently at $81.50 per barrel, its highest level since December early. Asian Pacific market. The Bank of Japan remained neutral. The BOJ unanimously voted to leave its yield curve control in place, sending the yen lower. As needed, the Bank of Japan will continue to purchase bonds. It will also increase its loan facility for commercial banks to finance their purchase of bonds. The BOJ has updated its economic forecast. The CPI for this fiscal year was lowered to 3.0% from 2.9%. On the BOJ news, the dollar jumped to JPY 131.60. It had settled the North American session slightly higher than 128.10. Yesterday's Australian dollar trade was firm and reached a high of $0.7035 in Asia, an all-time high since August last year. Although it has stalled, it is still above 0.7000. Market of Europe. The euro reached $1.0870 yesterday as the dollar fell in early North American trading. The trend reversed from Friday's lows and took a marginally higher position. Market expectations of a 50 BP increase at the Bank of England's February 2 meeting to 4.0% were boosted by the November rise in average earnings. Today's CPI report has little change. The CPI grew 0.4% in the last month, which allowed the year over 2018 rate to fall to 10.5% from 10.7%. A pullback in fuel prices was the main driver. Sterling is steadily climbing higher. The highest level of sterling today was reached in early European turnover, which was slightly below $1.2365. Market of America. On January 26, the first official estimate of fourth quarter U.S. GDP will be released. Last updated today will be the Atlanta Fed's GDP Now tracking tool. It was 4.1% in the January 10 edition. Today's offerings include December retail sales, November industrial production, as well as November business inventories. These and Thursday's December housing start are the last major report before GDP is released. Canada's headline inflation was slightly lower than expected, but core measures were more consistent. The U.S. dollar is still within the range established last Friday in relation to the Canadian dollar. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.